years ago. It was in 1820 when he left, and we've already made his way to a place called Cape Breton, and we hope to go and join him there. But well, many of us here, we feel that we can no longer stay here, that the rents have been getting higher and higher, and people around here we can't pay. We're after giving the landlord most of the barley crop from last season, and it's still not enough. At one time, we did have money from the kelp to rely on. Do you know what the kelp is?
No.
So we would go down to the shores, dig big holes in the sand, and we would burn the seaweed with peat. Peat is the fuel that we use. It looks like this. So you can pass that around if you want to. So we would burn the seaweed with the peat, and the ash that was left behind is high in alkaline, and it was very valuable. So our landlord would buy it from us and use the money to pay our rents, and then he would sell it to the English, and they would use it in the factories. But now he's found a cheaper source. He's getting something from the Spanish now.
What is that?
So this is what he's getting, you mean?
No,
this is peat, yeah.
What does
Peat,
that mean?
okay, so it's compressed vegetation. It's
peat moss, like
yeah,
peat.
it's
Okay.
like moss, but not really. It's
Deeper.
way past that. So this is the stage before coal.
Almost like coal. Oh.
And there's a lot of it in the Highlands and Islands of Scotland and Ireland. And so that's the only thing we burn because we don't have any trees on Baile. There's no wood. And so it's a good source of fuel.
Makes a lot of smoke, all right.
It does. It makes a lot of smoke. It's white smoke, but it's a lot of smoke. Yeah. But anyway, so Shinmataha, people have been going out of here since the late 1700s. In some parts of the Highlands, there's a lot of talk about the landlords bringing in the big white sheep and putting sheep on the land and getting rid of the people because the price of meat and wool has gone very, very high. And so they can make more money from the sheep than they can from.
So they keep raising the rent.
They keep raising the rent.
Hoping
That's
you'll leave.
That's
Okay,
right. So there's an English officer going around here telling us that if we go to Nova Scotia, we can own our own land. And that's something we wouldn't have if we stay behind. So it's the promise of having your own land, something to pass to your children and grandchildren. None of us would be leaving. This is our ancestral land. Come here, Hush.
But you just say, hey, come back. You're going to have hay.
You heard the news that we're leaving.
Oh, cool. Well, I heard that.
Oh,
You can stay near then.
Welcome in. Yes. Well, you know, the rents are getting higher and higher. People can't pay around here. These folks I was just going to ask them if they're planning on going to Nova Scotia.
They look like the boat people that you see.
Yes.
They're so poor they can't afford a whole leg or whole sleeves.
Yes.
Beautiful creatures. Yeah.
Gàidheal. So Shinmataha, that's just the way it is around here now these days. Yeah. People, we won't be the first to leave, and we certainly won't be the last.
Are you going to Baile?
Oh, we've decided. There's a boat leaving out of Tobermory in a fortnight, and Shayna says we'll be on that boat. We're permitted to bring the kishta, the trunk, here, and whatever we can carry in our arms. So it's not a whole lot of things for the whole family. But we'll take some fish hooks and fishing nets and some oats and barley and potatoes. We'll be needing to plant them when we arrive. And all the wool that we can carry and blankets, things like that. We'll wear whatever clothes we have.
What time of year?
Well, it's in the summer months, and if you don't leave soon, then it's going to be too late.
You try to get over before so you can plant the harvest?
Well,
In time for
mostly because of the waters. They get so rough when you get late into the season. So they tell us it'll take 5 or 6 weeks to get there, but we're hearing many stories coming back to us of people being 10, 12 weeks on the water.
Wow.
So you might be blown off course, or if there's a terrible storm breaks out, then that will just blow you away, really. You have to get back on track. Or if there's no wind at all, you can't sail. And then, heaven forbid, any of those dreadful diseases break out on board. You'd be sitting offshore, not allowed to go into the port, for a long time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Top of
Questions
leaves.
about their trip? Mom, any questions? Any questions about
come on, good. I see you've made it across the boat from Scotland, all right. That's good. I hope it didn't take you too long.
No.
No, good. It took our family, they told us it would be from 5 to 8 weeks between there. It took us 12 weeks before we could come onto the shore. Because the waters were so still, and then we had smallpox on the boat. So there was 2 weeks where we were quarantined on the shore. But they were able to come out, and when they first got here, my parents built what's called a bothy, a lean-to, that little stick house over there. And then they were able to live in that for the summer where they got here, for the fall. But then when the winter came, it was so cold and so full of snow, and they didn't expect that at all. So they were able to stay at my sister's house, because she'd come up before us. So that was really fortunate. Then they were able to build their log cabin, and this is the second one. But it's very good. I don't want to praise it too much, give it the evil eye. But all of me and my siblings, we all sleep upstairs in the loft. And then my parents sleep down in the bed along with their youngest, which is her name's Maddie. She's very sweet. But they're out today. They're out visiting my grandparents. Came out as well, so that's good. I'm just working on making some yarn. I'm just working with the wool, making some overlooking so I can spin them into wool. This is a drop spindle, a furnished. It, you can see it turns.
Oh,
Yes.
And you, I assume you cook here
Yes.
and do everything here.
It's very uncommon for us to have the fire on, but since my parents are going over to my grandparents' house, they decided they'd cook there and leave the fire off today because it's so hot.
Right.
We don't want to waste the wool or waste the wood. We're not going to use it.
Makes sense.
Yes. We also do all of our dyeing for wool in there too.
Oh, okay.
We can dye all kinds of different colors using natural dyes. You can see in the basket over beside you. Those are all colors that we can make, which is very good. It's good to have more than just white clothes. They get dirty so easy.
Absolutely. I know the feeling. All right, well, thank you.
Yes, but I think take care.
Hello, Victoria. 1860.
Yeah, so got lots of saunas and stone quarries around there, so we're able to get these multi-room houses.
Oh, okay.
So, if we're in the house, we're spending all our time in the kitchen here. At least I was only safe for special occasions, if a wake or something's on the go.
Okay. And, how many people would live in this house?
This house, there's 8 of us living here right now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the family seems to be getting bigger all the time now. More hands for the farm though, so you can't complain.
Okay.
my name is Mary, wife of Rory, son of John Alexander Rory. So there's Rory there in the window, on the picture. Yes, so there's, the train is coming through next year, and there's lots of changes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely more modern.
that's right. Rory's always good to be bringing back some plates and nice dishes and things like that. He knows I like a nice table and the stove as well. Brought the stove back in '65 when we built the house. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Saves a lot of time and energy on the wood and things like that.
How many people live in this house?
We had 7 children.
7 children.
But Rory's gone half the time, so there's a lot of farmhouses that have a lot more in them than us. Than this
Wow.
one, yes. There's always people staying, and my sister comes for a month, and my Aunt Martha comes up from the Boston States, and visitors on the road, and there's always people in and out of the house, that's for sure. High change, it's a warm day today.
It's not as bad as it was last couple of days ago.
Okay, good, that's good thing, yeah.
Is that sewing machine?
No, it's a loom. So we weave on that. We once the wool is carded and then we can put it in there and we can spun. Well, after we spun it, we can put it on the loom.
Oh,
And so we make blankets and shawls and just blocks of material that you can make into a coat or skirt or whatever. It's good to make your own rather than spend your coin on things that you can make.
right.
That's the way it is.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Shada, you're welcome. And Bennett Lee. Welcome to you.
Thank you. Hello.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Not too bad. Just trying to keep the sun out is all.
It's a warm day.
Yeah, isn't it just? Yeah.
Yeah, we had our fair share of those, haven't we?
Yeah, a couple days ago it was really hot.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really hot before the day is over today, too.
Well, it's better than snow.
This is true, I guess. Unless, of course, you're a skier, so.
Yeah, not me.
Nor I. But I don't know. I always figure if it's cold, I can put a sweater on.
Right,
You know.
yeah.
But this is a little much sometimes. This is 1925.
Okay.
Lots of things available now. Train's been running for over 30 years, so that makes a big difference in what you can acquire. The post office is in the far corner. You're welcome to look, see if there's any mail for yourself.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks.
Good night. How are we doing today?
How you doing?
So the most common work that'd be done in this shop in this time period would be shoeing horses.
Okay.
That'd be the most common job you would do on a weekly basis. Would be shoeing of horses. So the shoes be made on site. And not many horses to shoe today, so
Right.
doing stuff for the star. Anyhow, the shoes will be made on site by the two guys in the shop. There'll be a blacksmith and his helper, or the blacksmith will have an apprentice, one or the other. So when you'd show up at your horse, there'd be pre-cut bars for the different size feet of the animals that was in the community. So the bars will be cut to length and the center is marked.
Okay.
So that'd be a stack for all the different size feet against the wall somewhere. He would pick for the appropriate length bars. The helper would dry them in the fire. Once they were hot enough, he would start rough shaping the shoe over the horn of the anvil.
Got it. Yeah.
Punch the holes, turn the heel corks on, get the shoe rough shaped. So while he's doing that, the blacksmith is working at the horse. He's taking the old shoes off, he's trimming the hooves, doing the hoof maintenance, making them level, all the necessary work for new shoes. Time he finishes all 4 feet, his helper's got some of the rough made shoes ready to final fit. So the blacksmith would take a hot shoe from the forge fire that's rough to shape, hold it up to the hoof of the animal, see where it need to be adjusted, and he'd come back to the anvil and adjust accordingly to make the shoe match the hoof exactly. Once he was happy with the shape of the shoe to the hoof, he'd press the hot shoe against the hoof to make a seat for the shoe. Then he would cool the shoe off and nail the shoe on the horse's hoof. To do all 4 feet up the horse, 2.5 hours of work, and it would be $3 in 1925 to have that done. And you're coming back 2.5 or 3 months later, shoes come off, hooves get retrimmed and leveled, but the same shoe would go back on. So you're coming to the blacksmith 4 to 5 times a year just to have the shoes refitted.
Yeah, that's like $15 a year, so it's quite an expense.
It is quite an expense, yes. And but the cost of the shoes wouldn't be in if you're just refitting them. It would be the shoes are 45 cents a piece.
Oh, okay.
So $1.80, take the shoes off, take $1.80 off the repair work now to wagons and harrows and plows and sleighs. All the metal parts would wear out on them or break. You'd be coming to the blacksmith to have them repaired or a new piece made. And then after that, it'd be whatever the community would need.
Would you have to do a separate shoe in the wintertime and the summertime?
Yeah, the shoe in the wintertime is got a different cork on it. So
Yeah.
if you're using your horses in the wintertime,
Right.
and you'd usually be using only one for transportation purposes,
Right.
unless you're got a wood lot and you're doing forestry work. But the shoe in the wintertime has the front cork, where in the summertime they're just flat. On that front cork, in the wintertime they're pointed.
Got it.
So it's like a chisel.
Oh, that makes
with the
sense
ice.
for ice, yeah.
So yeah, the horse that was used for your transportation in the wintertime would definitely have to have a winter shoe on.
Okay. Learn something every day.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
This is still 1925.
Okay.
Yeah.
we're just an average little farmhouse, you know, the family would be on the same plot of land since they arrived, and the changes in what is in the house, you know, we can get things from farther away now that the train is running through.
I see you have a telephone now.
Yeah, that's right, that's coming in now, the cities all have them, but out here, there's not as many,
Right.
and someone has to have the switchboard in their own house
Oh, okay, wow.
to connect between the lines.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, we have a washing machine over there that makes wash day a little easier.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome, been a pleasure.
Hello,
Hello. Hello.
how are you today?
Good, how you doing?
Good. Good day for a trip around the hill?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got a shingle mill here, this is where we make our wooden shingles. Those are for souvenirs if you're interested. And they're made on the oldest operating shingle mill in Canada. As far as we know, we haven't found an older one.
Wow. How old is this?
1862, so. 1862, built in Bangor, Maine.
Does it run electricity or
We got diesel on it.
diesel?
Yeah. We got diesel run, the ran on water power originally.
Right.
Yeah. So anyhow, this mill was a boat going to Newfoundland when it was brand new, and the boat sank in the lake here. And the Oakers took it up. That's how it ended up in Cape Breton. And the Cashers got it, they kept it in commercial use to the mid-1970s. Made a lot of shingles. You want to see it operating?
Sure.
You want to take pictures? You're welcome to it.
All right. how many fingers that thing ate up in its life.
Was that?
Wonder how many fingers that thing ate up in its life.
Nobody ever lost a finger in it.
No one?
Nope. Nope.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. The Cash family had it since new, and they know.
They know.
They know the history on it. Nobody ever lost a finger.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, she's quite the old mill for her day.
I assume it's just diesel driven.
Yeah.
Just
It was diesel driven today. It used to be on a water dam.
water dam.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah. Have a good day now.
You too.